Ye that understand with princely sport to chase the ebbing Neptune and to fly him when he comes back. By whose aid, weak masters though ye be, I have redeemed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinious winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure port, set roaring war!
Hey, my heart! Cheerily, cheerily, my heart! Nimbly with speed! Take in the topsail! Tend to the master's whistle! Blow till the burst the wind! You blustery storm! Believers say space enough not to run the ground!
Good bosun! Have care! Where's the master? Urge the men to work harder!
I pray now, keep below!
Where's the master, bosun?
You interrupt our labor! Keep to your cabins! You do assist to the storm! Nay, good! Be patient when the sea is! Hence, what cares is yours for the name of king? To your cabin, silence! Trouble us not! Good! Yet remember, who not has the blood? None that I more love than myself. You are a counselor. If you can command the elements to silence and make peace with the storm, we will not handle a rope more. Use your authority. If you cannot, give thanks you have lived so long, and make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischance of the hour, if it's to be. Come on, man! Out our way, old fool! I have great comfort from this fellow and his civil attitude. For as the proverb says, he that is to be hanged will never drown. Stand fast, good fate to his hanging. Make the rope of his destiny the cable which holds our ship's anchor. For our own seems little help. If he be not born for the gallows, then are we all long wed? Lay her out! Her help close to the wind! Set the mainsail so we can get her out to sea! And the foresail, the same! The king and prince are at prayers!
We split!
Farewell, my wife and Trojan!
Let's all sink with the king! What? You sink with the king? I'm breaking my contract with the king, and he's bound to make a new one with a more powerful and wavy monarch.
Now would I give 1,000 furlongs of sea for an acre of barren ground? That will but be done, but Lord, I surely wish you die a dry death.
If by your art, my dearest father, you equal the wild waters in that roar, I can never forgive you. I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel who had no doubt some noble creatures in her dashed.
Approach, Mario! Come!
All hail, great master, crimson hail! I come to answer that best pleasure. Be fly, swim, to die into the fire, to ride on the cruel clouds, to thy strong bidding, test arrow, and all her helpers.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article, I boarded the king's ship, now on the beak, now in the waist, in the deck. In every cabin, I flame amazement. Sometime I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards, and bowsprit would I flame distinctly, then meet and join. The fire and the cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty mighty Neptune seemed to be sieged and make his bold waves tremble. Yea, his dread trident shake.
My brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this frenzy of the you and the sea would not infect his reason.
Not a soul. They all fell to furious madness and act with desperation. All but mariners plunged in the foaming blood and quit the vessel. Then all fire was me.
Why, that's my spirit. But was not this nice shore?
Close by, my master.
And are the aerials safe?
Not a hair perished on their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before.
Of the king's ship, the mariners, and all the rest of the fleet, what have you done with them?
Safely in harbor is the king's ship. The mariners all under hatches stowed, who with a charm joined to their suffered labor. I have left asleep, and for the rest of the fleet, which have dispersed, they all have met again, and upon the Mediterranean, bound sadly home for Naples. Supposing that they saw the king's ship wrecked, and his great personal courage.
Mario, thy charge exactly is performed. But there's more work. What is the time of the day?
Past noon.
At least 2 glasses. The time twixt 6 and now must be spent by us both most preciously.
Is there more time? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember what hast promised me which you have not yet done.
How now, Moody? What is't thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Before the time be up, no more!
I pray thee, remember I have done thee worthy service. I told thee no lies, made thee no mistakes, served without broad or grumblings. Thou didst promise to give me freedom for a full year now.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
No,
Thou dost! Hast thou forgot the foul which Sycorax?
I do not, sir.
Thou hast! They stand which Sycorax, for mischiefs manifold and either brought with child, and here was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportest thyself, wast then her servant, and she did confine thee into a cloven pine, imprisoned for 12 years, within which space she died, and left you there. Thou best knowest what a torment I find thee in. Thy groans make the walls howl, and penetrate the breasts of ever angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the damned, which Sycorax could not again undo. It was mine art when I arrived and heard thee that made gape the pine and let thee out.
I send thee, master.
If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and peg thee in his naughty entrails till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to your commands and do my severity gently.
Do so, and after 2 days I will discharge you.
That's my brave master. See what? What shall I do? See what?
Go make thyself invisible and hark in thine ear.
My lord, it shall be done.
While thou sleepst, I'll visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answers. He's a villain that thou dost love to look on, but he does make our fire, fetching our wood, and serve the offices that profit us. What ho, slave Caliban? Thou speak.
There's wood enough within.
Come forth. There's other business for thee. Thou tortoise, when? Thou poisonous slave, got by the devil himself, on your wicked dam, come forth.
I must eat my dinner. The island's mine. My secret's my mother, which thou takest from me.
water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light and how the less that burn by day and night. And then I loved thee, showed thee all the qualities of the isle, the fresh springs, briny pits, barren place and fertile. Cursed be I that did so! All the charms of secrets, the toads, beetles, bats, light on you! For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was my own king, and here make me stay in this hard rock, whilst you do keep from me the rest of the island.
Thou most lying slave, whom stripes may move, not kindness. I did use thee, fused as thou art, with humane care, and lodged thee in my own cell, till thou didst seek to rape my daughter.
Would it have been done? For had you not stopped me, I would have peopled this isle with Calibans, little cows, baby bands.
Abhorrent slave! Which any print of goodness wilt not take, being capable of all ill. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, teach thee each hour one thing or other. But thy vile blood, though thou didst learn, had that in it, that good natures could not abide to be with. Therefore wast thou deservedly confined into this rock, who hadst deserved more than a prison.
You! Faulty language. And my profit from learning it is that I know how to curse. May the red plague destroy you for learning me your language.
Exit hence! Fetch me in fuel and be quick! If thou neglectest or dost unwillingly what I command, I will peck you with old rams, fill all thy bones with aches, and make thee roar that beasts shall tremble at thy screams.
No, Rudy! I must obey. His art is of such power that will control my damned god settables and make a vessel of him.
So, slave, hence!
Where should this music be? In the air or the earth? It sounds no more. And sure, it waits upon some guard over the island, sitting on the bank, weeping against the king, my father's wreck. This music crept by me upon the waters, allaying both their fury and my passion with its sweet air. Thence I have followed it, or it has drawn me, rather, but is gone. No, it starts again. The ditty does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, nor no sound that the earth owes. I hear it now above me.
Awake, dear heart, awake. Thou hast slept well. Awake. The fringed curtains of thine eye advance, and say, what thou seest, yawn.
What is a spirit? Lord, how it looks about. Believe me, sir, it carries a handsome form. But it's a spirit!
No, wench. It eats and sleeps and has such senses as we have such. This gallant which thou seest was in the shipwreck, and though his face is sad with grief, thou mightst call him a goodly person.
I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it.
Most sure the goddess on whom these airs attend.
vouchsafe my prayer, may know if you remain upon this island, and that if you with some good instruction give, how I may bear me here. My prime request, which I do last pronounce, is, oh, you wonder if you be human or no?
No wonder, sir, but certainly a human.
My language! Heavens! I am the best of them that speak this speech. Were I but where 'tis spoken.
At the first sight, they have exchanged lovers' eyes.
Oh, if a virgin, and your affection not gone forth, I'll make you the Queen of Naples.
They are both in either's powers. But this swift business I must uneasy make, lest the too light winning make the prize light. A word, good sir. I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word.
Oh, why speaks my father so ungently? This is the third man that e'er I saw, and the first that e'er I sighed for. Pity moved my father to be inclined my way.
Quiet! I charge thee that thou attend me. Thou hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lord Wang.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple. If the ill spirit had so fair house, good things will strive to dwell in it.
Speak not you for him, is a traitor. Come, I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be fresh brook mussels, withered roots, and husks wherein the acorn cradled.
No! I will resist such entertainment till my enemy has more power.
Oh, dear father, make not to rest a child of him, for he is gentle and not fearful.
What I say, my foot, my tutor, put thy sword up, traitor, who makes a show but darest not strike. Thy conscience is so possessed with you.
I'll be his surety.
Silence, one word more, shall make me chide thee if not hate thee. Come on, obey. Thy nerves are in their infancy again, and have no vigor in them.
So they are. My spirit, as in a dream, are all bound up. The weakness which I feel, the wreck of all my friends, nor this man's threats to whom I am subdued, are but light to me. Might I but through my prison once a day behold this maid? All corners also the earth, let liberty make use of. Space enough have I in such a prison.
It works. Thou hast done well, fine Ariel. Hark, what else thou shalt do for me.
Be of comfort. My father is of a better nature than he appears by his speech. This is unwonted. Do not hate on him.
Thou shalt be as free as mountain winds, but then exactly do all points of my command.
To the syllable.
Come and follow. Speak not for him. Fetch us in fuel and be quick.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. You have cause, so have we all, of joy. For our escape is not beyond our loss. With this,
He receives comfort like cold porridge.
when every grief which comes to a man is thought about, dwelt confidently upon, well, my lord, it gives the sufferer no peace.
I pray thee be quiet.
Well, I have done, but yet,
That old rooster cannot keep his speech shut.
here's everything advantageous to life.
That's true. Except, of course, the means to live.
Of that, there's none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks, how green! But the wonder of it is that our garments, being drenched in the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and glosses, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water. Is not it, sir, my doublet as fresh as the first day I wore it?
You cram these words into my ears against the stomach of my sense. But I had never married my daughter Claribel in Africa. And coming from her wedding, we encountered a storm that wrecked our ship. And now my son is lost, and it has made the problem my daughter too. She who is now so far from Italy removed, I never again shall see her. And my son, oh, thou my heir of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish have made his meal on thee?
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss.
Prithee, peace!
You are nailed to, and importuned by all of us not to marry her off in Africa. And the fair soul herself weighed on the scales of her conscience, the heaviness of disobedience to you, against her own unwillingness to marry her to Tunis. And you tilted over her precarious balance with the heft of your imperial existence, and thus weighted down with the mass of your influence, both she in Africa and you here, in God knows where, are heavier skilled with sati succulents. And now, we have lost our son here forever, and Milan and Naples will have more widows in them of this business making than we can bring back, if we can bring back any at all, men to comfort them. The thought is largely your own.
So too my loss is the largest, and the most heartfelt.
My lord Sebastian, the truth you speak doth lack some gentleness and a good time to speak it in. You rub the sore with stinging salt, where you should bring some soothing ointment.
So what?
His sharp words have only with the healing of surgical truth, taking off the lump of poor disease.
Lumping on rather this unjust unkindness. Suddenly, I'm so sleepy.
Go sleep and dream them badly of us.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish my eyes would, with themselves, shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
Please, sir, do not admit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow. When it doth, it is a comforter.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What strange drowsiness possesses them?
It is the quality of the climate.
Why doth it not then our eyelids sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I, my spirits are nimble. They fell together all as by consent. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. And my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What do you mean?
Do you believe the king's son, Ferdinand, could have survived the shipwreck?
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
Oh, Lord, that's no hope. What great hope have you? No hope that way is another way, a most high hope. Will you grant with me that Ferdinand be drowned?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's the next heir of Naples?
Claribel.
She that is queen of Tunis. She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. She that from Naples can get no news about new king's death, to newborn chins be rough and razorable. She that, by attending her wedding, we all were sea swallowed. Though some speak out, cast again like new actors. And with that playful destiny, to perform an act whereof what's past is roll up, and what's to come. You and I will write.
What stuff is this? How say you? 'Tis true. My brother's daughter is queen of Tunis, so is she heir of Naples. And twixt those two regions, there is some space.
A space whose every cubit seems to cry out, how shall that Claribel hear us back in Naples? Keep her dead by distance in Tunis, and let Sebastian open his ears. Say this, what dead, that now has seized them. Why, they will know worse of than now they are. There be one that can rule Naples, as well as he that sleep. Laws can frame as humbly and unnecessarily as Gonzalo. I could teach a parrot to speak as well as that old bird. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What asleep here for your advancement? Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And are you inclined to accept your own good fortune?
I remember you did some wrong to your brother Prospero.
True. And look how well my garments sit upon me. Much more gracefully than before. My brother's servants were than my fellows. Now, they are my men.
But what about your conscience?
My conscience? Well, sir, it's like a mute and toothless mosquito, so lacking in buzz and bite that I need not even slap it before I sleep.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my president. As thou gottest me long, I'll came by Naples, draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together. When I rear my head, do you the right to fall it on Gonzalo.
But, one word, what exactly shall we say to the rest when they awaken?
My master threw his heart foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, and sent me forth, for else his project dies. While you hear those snoring lie, open-eyed conspiracy, his time does tick. If of life you keep a care, shake off slumber and beware. Awake! Awake!
Let us both be sudden.
Now good angels preserve the care.
Why? How now? Ho! Awake! Why are you drunk? Wherefore this ghastly looking?
What's the matter?
Whilst we stood here securing your repose, wolves, or rather lions, they did not wake you. It struck my ears most terribly.
I heard nothing.
It was a danger fright amongst us, yeah, to make an earthquake. Sure, it was a roar of a whole herd of lions.
Oh, it is best we stand upon our God, or that we quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Lead on this ground, and let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens, keep him from this beast, for surely he is on this island.
Prosper, my lord, shall know what I have done. So, king, go safely on to seek thy son.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs, fens, flats. Prosper fall and make him inch by inch a disease.
Here is neither bush nor shrub to keep the weather off my head. And there's another storm brewing. I hear it sing in the wind.
No. Here comes the spirit of Prosperos to torment me for bringing what is slowly. Awful flat, perchance he will not see me.
Yon black cloud, yon huge one, looks like rotting wine torch that will soon leak its liquor. If it should thunder as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. Yond black cloud cannot choose, but fall by pale foes. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. It smells like a fish. A very ancient and fish-like smell. A kind of not of the newest, cheap fish. Life like a man. And his fins like arms. Wang, my God, I do now give my final opinion. Keep it from this deserted world no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that had lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm is come again. My best way is to creep under his slimy cloak. There is no other shelter hereabouts. Oh, miserable crimson man with strange bedfellows. I will here hide till the dregs of the storm be past.
I shall no more to see. Here shall I die ashore. This is a very scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. Well, here's my comfort. Do not torment me! What's the matter? Have we a devil here? I have not escaped drowning to be afeard now of your 4 legs. The spirit torments me! This is some monster of the isle with 4 legs who hath got, as I take it, an ague. Where the devil should he learn our language? I will give him some relief because he can talk. Then, if I can make him well and keep him Do not torment me, prithee. I'll bring my water home faster. Hissing his spit now and does not talk after the wisest. He shall taste of my bottle. If he have never drunk wine before, it will likely cure his disease. Thou dost me yet but little hurt, but you will soon. I know it by the trembling that prosper works upon thee. Come on, monster. Open your ugly mouth. This is something which shall make a skunk speak Spanish. Open your mouth. You ungrateful gargoyle. You cannot tell who's your friend. Open your semi-human slobber hole again.
I should know that voice. It should be... But he is drowned. It therefore must be the voice of the devil. Oh, defend me!
4 legs and 2 voices. A most ingenious incubus. His forward voice is to speak sweetly to his friends. His backward voice is to utter foul speeches and dirty words. If all the wine in my bottle will cure him, I will get rid of his shakes, his ague. Come. Amen. I'll pour some in thy other mouth.
Stefano?
Does thy othermost call me? Mercy, mercy, this is a devil and no monster. I will leave him.
Stefano, if thou beest, Stefano, touch me and speak to me, for I am Trinculo. Be not afeard, thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I'll pull thee by the lesser legs. If any of these legs be Trinculo's legs, these are they. Thou art very Trinculo indeed. How camest thou to be the doo-doo of this moon
took him to be killed by a thunderbolt. But art thou not drawn, Stefano? I hope not, thou art not drawn. In the storm over blood, I hid me under the dyed mooncalf's cloak for fear of the storm. And art thou living, Stefano? Oh, Stefano! Two Neapolitans escaped the shipwreck.
Oh, free thee! Do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
These be fine things. If he be not sprite, that's a brave god and bears celestial liquor. I'll kneel to him.
How didst thou escape? How'd you got here? I escaped upon a barrel of Spanish wine which the sailor heaved overboard. Swear by this bottle how you got here.
I'll swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for that liquor is not earthly.
Swam shore man like a duck, I swear. I can swim like a duck.
Though thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose. Here, kiss the buck.
Oh, Stefano, have any more of this?
The whole barrel full, man. In the rock by the seaside is where my wine is hid. How now, mooncalf? How does thy ague?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Out of the moon, I do assure thee. Once upon a time, I was the man in the moon.
I have seen thee in her, and I do adore thee. My mother, before she died, showed me thee, and thy dog, and thy bush.
Come, swear to that. I'll furnish it soon with new contents. Swear.
By this good light, this is a very stupid monster. I feared of him, the man in the moon, a most put down monster. Well drawn monster, in truth.
I'll show thee every fertile inch of this island. Free thee, be my god. I'll kiss thy foot. I'll swear myself thy subject.
Come then, down and swear.
I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster.
Come, kiss.
Nothing more disgusting than a drunk foot-kissing monster. Abominable.
I'll show thee the best breeze. I'll pluck thee berries. I'll fish for thee and get thee wood enough. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll bear him no more sticks. But follow thee, the wondrous man.
A most ridiculous monster. To make a wonder of a wino like Stefano.
Prithee, let me bring thee to where sweet crab apples grow, and I'll bring thee to clusters of splendid fruit. Wilt thou walk with me?
By this light thou shalt be my lieutenant monster. Or perhaps my standard bearer.
Your lieutenant may be so drunk he could not even bear to stand.
Mooncalf, tell me true if thou beest a good mooncalf.
I am, your honor. Let me prove it by licking thy shoe. But I will not serve him, for he is not strong nor brave.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster. I am in fit condition.
Oh, 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 and would wrestle an army.
Wilt thou, with fishy proclamation, tell such a monstrous lie, being half a fish and half a monster and a whole liar?
No! How he mocks me! Wilt thou let him, my lord? Bite him to death, I prithee.
Tranquil, keep a good tongue in thy head. If you prove a mutineer, I make thee?
Marry will I!
As I mentioned before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer, that by his cunning has cheated me of this island.
Thou liest!
Thou liest! Thou jesty monkey thou! My valiant master would destroy thee! I do not lie.
Tranquilo. If you interrupt the monster one word further by this hand, I'll supply some of your teeth.
Why, I said nothing.
Mom, then, and no more. Proceed.
I say, by sorcery Prospero got these isles.
From me he got it.
If thy greatness will revenge it on him, for I know thou darest. But these things, dare not.
I will seek revenge for thee.
Thou shalt be lord of the isle, and I'll serve thee.
How now shall this be accomplished? Canst thou bring me to this
Prospero? Yeah, my lord. I'll yield him thee asleep. There thou mayst knock a nail into his head.
Thou liest! Thou canst not!
What a fool is this, thou scurvy coward! I do beseech thy greatness. Give him bellows and take his bottle from him. And when that's gone, he shall drink nothing but salt water. For I will not show him where the fresh streams are.
Tranquilo. If you interrupt the monster one word further by this hand, I'll turn my mercy out of doors and beat thee like a yard dog.
What did I? I did nothing. I would go further off.
Didst thou not say he lied?
Thou liest!
Do I so?
No.
Take thou that! Oh, if you like this, call me a liar again.
I did not call you a liar. Can you not think any straighter than you can stand? This will drinking do, or corks on your bottle, and hoof and moth disease on your monsters, and the devil take your fingers.
Now forward with your tail. Prithee, stand further off.
Beat him again. And after a little time, I'll beat him too.
Stand further. Proceed.
Why, as I told thee, 'tis the custom with Prospero in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayst bring him, having first seized his books, or with the log batter his gun, or stab him in the belly with a stick, or cut his windpipe with thy knife. But remember to possess his books. For without them, he is but a fool, as I am, nor hath not my spirit to commend. You all do hate him as deeply as I. But the biggest prize, most deeply to consider, is the beauty of his daughter. I never saw a woman, but only secrets, madame, and she. But she as far surpasses secrets as greatest does least.
Is she so beautiful?
Alas, aye, Lord, she will become thy bed, I warrant, and bring thee forth brave brood, and there will be some good sport in the making.
I will kill this man, take his daughter, and she and I will be king and queen. Save our graces and tranquilo, and thyself shall be viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, tranquilo?
Whatever. Excellent plot.
Give me thy hand. I'm sorry I bit thee, but while thou livest, keep a good tongue in thy head.
Within this half hour will Prospero be asleep. Wilt thou destroy him then?
I, on my honor.
This will I tell my master.
Thou makest me merry and full of pleasure. Let us be jocund. I'll teach you a song. Wilt thou sing it with me?
At thy request, master, I'll do any reasonable thing.
Bang, bang, kakali bang. Has a new master, get a new man. Freedom, hi-gee, freedom. Freedom, hi-gee, freedom. Bang, bang, kakali bang. Has a new master.
dear mistress, the sun will set before I shall finish this work.
If yours sit down, I'll bear locks the while. Pray, give me that. I'll carry it to pile.
No, precious creature, I had rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonor undergo while I sit lazy by.
It will become me as well as it does you, and I shall do it with much more ease. For my goodwill is to it, and yours it is against.
Oh, worm, thou art infected. This attack of love's plague shows it.
Oh, you look wearily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis fresh morning with me, when you are by at night. I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
No, Miranda. Oh, but father, I have broken hearts to say so.
Admired Miranda, indeed the top admirations, worth what's dearest to the world. I am, in my condition, a prince, Miranda. I do think a king. I would, it were not so, and would no more endure this wooden slavery than to suffer the flesh fly blow my mouth. Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service, and there resides, to make me slave to it. And for your sake, am I, this patient lockman.
Do you love me?
Oh, heaven, oh, earth! I, beyond all limits of what else in the world, do love, praise, honor you.
Oh, I am a fool to weep at what I'm glad of.
Wherefore weep you?
My unworthiness, that dare not offer what I desire to give, much less take what I shall die to want.
My mistress, dearest, and I, thus humble ever.
My husband, then?
I, with a heart as willing as slaves are to have freedom. Here is my hand.
And mine, with my heart in it. And now, farewell, till half an hour hence.
1,000, 1,000, 1,000 farewells! Miranda.
So glad of this day I cannot be, who are surprised at it. But my rejoicing at nothing else could be more. I'll to my book, for yet ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining.
By the Virgin Mary, I can go no further. Sir, my old bones ache. By your patience, I needs must rest me.
Oh Lord, I cannot blame thee, who am myself attached with weariness to the darling of my spirit. Sit down and rest. Even here, I will put off my hope and keep him no longer for my guide. For he, my son, is drowned, whom not mystery to find. And the sea mocks our frustrated search on land. I must let him go.
I am right glad that he's so out of hope. Do not, for 1 second of mercy, forget the deed that you resolved to do.
The next advantage will we take thoroughly.
Let it be tonight. For now, they are oppressed with trouble. They will not, nor cannot, be as ready to resist us as when they're fresh.
I say, tonight, no more.
You are free men of sin, whom destiny that has to instrument this lower world and what is in it, and goes onto this island where man does not inhabit. You must men be most unfit to live. I have made you mad, and even with such like insane valor, men hand and drown their own selves. You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of fate. The elements of whom your swords are tempered may as well try to wield a loud wind, always be mocked as depths kill the still pulsing waters, as to diminish one tiny feather that's in my plume. My fellow ministers are like invulnerable. Even if you could hurt them, your swords are now too massive for your stress, and they cannot be uplifted. But remember that you 3-4 Milan did supplant good Prospero, exposed unto the sea, him and his innocent child, for which vow did the powers, delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores. Yea, all the creatures against your peace. They of thy song, Alonso, they have been wrapped and do turn us by me, lingering perdition, which is worse than any incident could be, shall step by step attend to you and your ways, and you can only escape such wrath, which here in this most desolate isle, else falls upon your heads, by nothing else other than true repentance, and a sin-lost life thereafter.
In the name of something holy, why stand you in this strange stare?
Oh, that is monstrous. Monstrous! Methought the billows spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing it to me, and the thunder, that deep and dreadful organ pipe, pronounced the name of Prosper, like a terrible bass note accompanying the sad symphony of my trespass. Therefore my son in the ooze is bedded, and I'll sink him deeper than ever plummet sounded, and with him the earth lie muddied.
But one fiend at a time, I'll fight their whole legions.
I'll be the second.
Oh, 3 of them are desperate. Their great guilt, like poison given to work at a later time, now begins to bite their spirits. I do beseech you that our supple joints hinder them from where the speed of madness may now provoke them to. If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes an end. For I have given you here 1/3 of my own life, for that for which I live, who once again I tender to thy hand. All thy vexations were but my trials of thy love, and thou hast most wonderfully stood the test. Now, here before heaven, I ratify this, my rich gift. Oh, Ferdinand, do not smile at me, that I boast of her, for thou shalt find she will outstrip all praise and make it hot behind it.
I do believe it.
So, as my gift and thy own acquisition worthily purchased, take my daughter. But if thou dost break her virgin oath before all sanctimonious ceremonies may with full and holy rites be ministered, no sweet aspersion shall the heaven let fall to make this contract grow. But barren hate, sour-eyed disdain, and discord shall bestrew the union of your bed so loathly that you shall hate it both. Therefore, take heed, as Hymen's lamps shall light you.
As I hope for quiet days, fair issue, and a long life, with such love as this now, the murkiest den, the most opportune place, the strongest temptation that that angel might make, shall never melt my honor into lust, and take away the edge of my marriage day celebration.
Fairly spoke. And now, my daughter, the hour is now come when all shall be revealed, of how we came here and of the storm from which blew in your future and our past.
Position, father, brother.
It is a sad tale which as much affecteth him as thee. My brother and thy uncle, called Antonio, whom next to thyself I loved more than anyone in the world. In fact, I trusted him so much that I put him in charge of the government of my state, wishing to devote all my time to studying magic. And by thus neglecting my worldly duty, I helped to awaken in my brother an evil nature. His ambition grew, and he decided, since he masqueraded so well in the part of the Duke, he should really be the Duke. So thirsty was he for power and pomp, that he made an alliance with the King of Naples to give him annual monies, do him homage, and subject his coronet to the king's crown, and bend the dukedom yet unbowed. Alas, poor Milan, to most ignoble stupid. The King of Naples, being an inveterate enemy to me, agreed to my brother's proposition. That was he, the king, in return for the homage and God knows how much money, should immediately remove me and you from the dukedom and confer fair Milan with all the honors on my brother. So a treacherous army levied one midnight to carry out the plan to be rid of us. Antonio, my brother, your uncle, opened himself the gates of Milan. And in the dead of darkness, the king's men took me and thee with all thy little tears away.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy you?
They would have killed us both, I believe, but for the fact that the people of Milan still loved me, so that they would not have tolerated our deaths. So instead of murdering us, they hurried us on a raft, rowed us out to sea, and there they left us on a rotting ship. So wretched a vessel that the very rats had abandoned ship. There they left us to cry to the sea that roared to us, to sigh to the winds whose pity sighing back again did us but loving wrong.
Alack, I must have been to you then.
Oh, a cherubim thou wast, that did preserve me. Thou didst smile, infused with the fortitude from heaven, when I had flooded the sea with my salty tears, and constantly groaned because of our hopeless seeming situation. It was thine sweet smile, and it alone, that gave me courage to bear up against everything.
How can we assure?
By providence divine, some food we had, and some fresh water, that a noble Neapolitan, Gonzalo, out of charity did give us, with rich garments, linen, stuffs, and necessaries, which since have steadied much. So of his gentleness, knowing I loved my books, he furnished me from my own library with volumes that I prize above my dukedom.
I love him.
I had forgotten the foul conspiracy of the beast Caliban and his confederates against my life. The minute of their plot is almost come.
Your father's story has moved me in some passion that works me strongly.
Never could I imagine you so touched with anger, so distempered.
Sir, your tale has moved me to despair, and I humbly seek your forgiveness. Being son to a father who thus so unholy plotted against you, and my dear Hope, your daughter.
You are vexed, my son. I'll bear your weakness. Your brain is troubled. Be not disturbed with its infirmity. I wish your peace. If you be pleased, retire into my cell. And there repose and sleep a most forgetting sleep. Come with the thought, Ariel, come!
Thy thoughts I cleave to. What's that pleasure?
Spirit, hast thou constrained Caliban?
Caliban and the two foes were red hot with drinking. I played music, which they followed, and I led them to scar-covered ponds beyond your cell. They fell in, and the foul lake overstuck their feet.
This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible retain thou still, and make sure they stay in the stinking lake until I ask you to bring them to me. What's the time of the day?
The 6th hour, at which time, my lord, you said our work should cease.
I did say so when I first raised the tempest. Say, Spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
Confined together in the same fashion, just as you left them. The king, his brother, and yours abide all three in sin, the remainder mourning over them, rainful of sorrow and dismay. Shall I fetch him, sir?
Quickly, Spirit, thou shalt ere long be free.
Without pause.
Now does my project gather to a head. My charms do not fail, my spirits obey, and time moves upright with his carriage.
All torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. Some heavenly power, please guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero. For more assurance that a living prince does not speak to thee, I embrace thy body. Oh. And to thee and thy company promise revelation.
But how should Prospero be living and be here? Whether thou beest he, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, as has lately been the case, I do not know. My pulse beats as of flesh and blood, and as since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind seems to have left me. For I fear lately a madness held me. Sir, your story must be, if this be true, a most strange story.
First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age. Whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether this be or be not, I will not swear.
You do yet taste some subtleties of the isle that will not let you believe things certain. You, my conniving brace of lords, were I so minded, I here could pluck his highness from upon you and justify you traitors. At this time, I will tell no tales. For you, most wicked sir, whom to call brother would even infect my mouth, I do require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou bist Prospero, thy dukedom I resign, and do entreat thou pardon me my terrible wrongs to you. This do I, because the most and dear recent loss has worked a too long coming change in my heart. 3 hours ago, we were right upon this shore where I have lost. How sharp the point of this remembrance is, my dear son Ferdinand.
No more yet of this. Step forward all. This sells my court, and here have I few attendants and subjects none abroad. Pray you look in and see more mystery.
These prove a vision of the island. One dear son shall I twice lose.
A most high miracle.
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
Now all the blessings of a black brother compass thee about. Arise and say how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder. How many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it.
'Tis new to thee.
What is this maid with whom thou didst talk? Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours. Is she the goddess that hath severed us and brought us thus together?
Sir, she is mortal, but by immortal providence, she's mine. I chose her when I could not ask my father for his advice, nor thought I had one. She is daughter to this famous Duke of Milan, of whom so often I have heard renown, but never saw before, of whom I have received a second life and a second father. This lady makes him to me.
I am hers, but oh, how oddly will it sound that I must ask my child forgiveness.
Stop! Let us not burden our remembrance with the heaviness that's gone. I had really wept, or should have spoke ere this. Look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessed crown. For it is you that hath marked the pathway which brought us hither.
I say amen, Gonzalo. Give me your hands. That grief and sorrow embrace the heart of him that doth not wish you joy.
Be it so! Amen! Go bring Caliban and his companion here with haste.
This is as strange a maze as ever men trod, and there's in this business rather nature whatever conduct of. Some oracle must rectify our knowledge.
Sir, my liege, do not infest your mind with beating on the strangeness of this business. There are yet some missing of your company, some few odd lads you remember not.
Oh, right now we must speak together, tell the same story, that all is but fortune for us. Courage, bully monster! Courage!
If these be true spies which I wear in my head, here's a goodly sight.
Oh, sensibles, these be brave spirits indeed. How fine my master is.
I'm afraid he will chastise me.
Ha ha! What things are these, my lord Antonio? Will man buy him?
Very well. No doubt, Mark.
Mark but the badges of these men, my lord, and see if they be true. This demi-devil, for he's the bastard one, had plotted with them to take my life. 2 of these men you must know and own. This thing of darkness, I acknowledge mine.
I shall be pinched to death.
Is not this Stefano my drunken butler?
He's drunk now. Where have you wine?
And Twinkle is waiting wine. Where shall I find this red liquor that hath gilded them? How canst thou in this pickle?
I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last that, and I fear the wine will never drain out of my bones.
You would be king of the Isle, Sarah.
No, sir. That was simply a mistake of words. You see the monster here.
This is as strange a thing as ever I looked on.
He is as disproportioned in his manners as in his shape.
Master, I'll be wise hereafter and seek for grace. What a threat double as was I to take these drunken foreign gods and worship this dull fool? Let us flee with haste.
After them, all of you, they must be punished.
There stand! For your spell stopped. Ariel, take Gonzalo and all the sailors to the ship which thou hast restored. Let them sleep till tomorrow, when I'll sail them home to Naples.
And of the others,
My brother, the king, and his brother, and the 3 fools, I will send on a different journey. I have had 12 years to think exquisite ways to even myself with these 3. And exquisitely now I will. Go!
my master, I go.
Years of hills, brooks, sandy lakes, and groves, by whose aid I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutineers' winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure vault, set roaring war.
Your charms so strongly works on them that if you now beheld their souls, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
My would, sir, were a human.
Silence! Hast thou, which art but air, a touch, a feeling of their afflictions, and shall not I, one of their kind, and relish all as sharply passions they, be kindly moved than thou art?
I know not but what to tell me, and what I sometimes may in my mind's freedom feel.
Silence!
Yes, master, quite all.
Most cruelly didst thou alone so use me and my daughter. Thy brother was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastian. Flesh and blood, you, my brother, that entertained ambition, expelled remorse and nature, whom with Sebastian would here have killed your king. I do now, in justice' name, take from you your very lives! What?
I said nothing.
Silence then!
No whisper, my lord.
Though with their high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet with my nobler reason, against my fury will I take part.
The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance.
They, being penitent, the sole drift of my purpose thus extend not affront further. I do forgive thee. I do forgive thee. I do forgive thee. Unnatural though thou art.
That's my brave master.
My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves. have them all but Caliban to send to the ship. Send him to his king. There will I spend my future time in further instruction of him. This rough magic I hear abjure, and when I have summoned some heavenly music, as even now I do, to work my end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff and bury it certain phantoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my bow. A solemn air and the best comforter of an unsettled fancy, cure thy brain. In the morn, you will awaken on the sea, and so to Naples, where I do know the nuptial of you, my dear beloved, will be solemnized. I promise you calm seas, auspicious sails, and sails so expeditious that shall catch your magic boat far off. My Ariel, chick, that is thy last charge. Then to the elements be free. And fare thou well. You do look, my friends, in a moved sort, as you were dismayed. Be cheerful all. Our revels now are ended. And these actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all it inherit, shall dissolve, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rag behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of, and our little lives are rounded with a sleep.